The Teton Sports Comfortlite XL self-inflating sleeping pad. Oh, just roll away on me there. So I have it here in relation to the MSR Elixir 4 tent and the Thermarest travel pillow. This is the medium size, I believe. So you can see how long it is in comparison. It's pretty thick too. It's not the smallest sleeping pad. But on the side, measurements here, they're pretty accurate. You lose about an inch on each side, so it's more like a 75 by 24. 2.5 is pretty close. If you inflate it with your mouth, you could get it to that size. I found it more like 2 1/4. R value 5.2. It is a pretty warm sleeping pad. I slept on it on the floor here in the house, and the floor was pretty cold, probably about 10 or 12 degrees, and I didn't feel it when I was laying on the sleeping pad, but I found it to be a little thin compared to what I'm used to. I'm used to a pretty plush mattress, so to get it to where I like it was a little bit slim on air. So turning around and stuff, I could feel the floor a little bit, but the foam inside kind of helps keep you away from the floor, I guess. So I'll open it up and have a look. So here's what it looks like outside of the bag. Pretty much just a standard rolled up sleeping pad. We have 2 valves on the top, just a twist and pull type open system. Now when you first opened it, it's quite a bit more flattened than this. I had it open for a few days, so the foam had some time to expand. So I'll just let this sit, fast forward the video. Okay, so it's more or less inflated. It's gonna continue to rise, but I'll give you a quick rundown before while it does that. So the top is has like a microfiber type top to it. It's not loud like some of the other ones. I have slept on one of the Nemo Cosmos and I found it pretty crunchy and loud and I couldn't really sleep on it. But this one here is pretty nice and quiet. It is comfortable. It's 2.5 inches thick. I think it's a little bit thin for me. I couldn't really find myself to sleep very well, but I wasn't cold or uncomfortable. It was just a little thinner than what I'm used to. My mattress is pretty soft at home, so yeah. I'm 6'1". I was able to sleep on this one pretty easy. It was just the right length for me, and width was perfect. I don't think I could ever sleep on a 20-inch wide sleeping pad, but so that's about as thick as it gets. You can inflate it a little bit more with your mouth, of course, but it gets pretty hard if you do that, and then it loses some of its comfort. But it rolls up pretty easy back into the bag. You just gotta squish it down pretty tight. Here it is with the Thermarest travel pillow. This is the size medium, I believe, so you can see, just for size reference. Again, it's not very thick. Oh, I still have the valves open. Let's close those up. It's just a push and twist to close, but so it inflates pretty quick. No problems there. I haven't had any issues with losing air through the night or anything like that. I've only slept on it for 2 nights, but it's a nice pad, but I don't think I'll be keeping it, mainly because it's pretty thin. I don't know if I'll go up to the XXL. It's only 0.5 inches thicker. And then underneath it has a same sort of material as the top, but it's a little more anti-slip, so it doesn't move around too much on the tent floor. Give you a closer look at these valves. They're just a plastic with the 2 valves, it helps push the air out when you're rolling it up too. And yeah, that is the Teton Sports Comfortlite XL.